Abukawa is Shuichi's friend. Although he doesn't get too much screen time and isn't shown too much throughout the Gleipnir manga, Abukawa plays a major role when it comes to Shuichi's character development. But later down the line in Gleipnir's story, we run into Madoka and his gang of collectors. And if we take a good look at one of the collectors in Madoka's gang, we can see a guy who nearly shares the same appearance as Abukawa. And this brings the question, could this member of Madoka's group actually be Abukawa? And the answer to this question really only comes to light once Shuichi and Claire set the forest on fire. Shuichi and Claire only set the forest on fire so that they can escape from Madoka and his collectors. And this fire is not only a distraction, but a death trap too. By setting Oleander on fire, Shuichi and Claire are able to kill the collectors and Madoka with these flowers. But what exactly makes Oleander so significant? It's poisonous. The poison isn't just in the flower or the leaves, but in the smoke when you burn them. And with the smoke from the oleander that had caught on fire, Shuichi and Claire were not only able to escape the clutches of Madoka and his gang, but also kill them in the process. And even until what seemed to be the end, the collector that shares the same likeness as Abukawa stayed by Madoka's side.
Shit! The fire's getting worse!
What was this? Poison? Where did it come from? The flowers. But...
Let's get out of here, Madoka. We can't carry all the ones who can't move.
I understand. You leave first.
What are you saying? Before the other group gets away, we should...
Idiot. Have you forgotten? I already told you. No matter what happens, I'll never abandon them.
Madoka had completely obtained Abukawa's loyalty. Even Madoka, who was a demon to you, was a beacon of hope for me. And after the events of the tragic forest fire, Shuichi had went back to school as if nothing happened. But that day, Abukawa-kun missed class. He didn't come the next day either, nor the day after that. By the way, Abukawa-kun was acting strange lately. Apparently, he was meeting a guy from another school who was pretty dangerous. Hey, did you hear yesterday? They found a body in the river of a city nearby. It was pretty burned up, but according to rumors, it was Abukawa-senpai's body, a boy from our school. Today I set fire to those beautiful flowers. I lost a good friend. After overhearing many rumors about Abukawa, Shuichi assumed and came to the conclusion that he himself had killed Abukawa through the forest fire. And this conclusion would only be natural because after all, they used this fire to escape and kill Madoka's gang. And Abukawa was a part of that same gang. Why was Abukawa-kun part of a group that kills others like it's nothing? No matter what kind of person Abukawa-kun is, that won't absolve the sin I committed. With Shuichi only hearing rumors and speculation about Abukawa-kun's death and having no real confirmation, could this mean that Abukawa could have actually survived this forest fire? I've come to eliminate the enemies of my boss, Madoka. Shuichi had lost his friend, Abukawa, and this man, wearing a cloth around his face, had lost Madoka. And with both individuals experiencing loss, at this same moment, a conflict would ensue. Shuichi would be looking for answers, while this man, who has a cloth over his face, would be searching for revenge. The difference between the two is that one of them would actually know why they're fighting. Did you know a high school student named Abukawa? He was supposed to be one of your companions. Tell me what happened to him. Why was Abukawa-kun there with a bunch of thugs who kill people like it's nothing? The Abukawa-kun I knew wasn't that kind of person. If that's so, you didn't know anything about him. Everybody has a secret side of them. Abukawa was a good companion. He died, covering one of our own. Could this man, with a cloth covering his face, actually be Abukawa? Abukawa was a part of Madoka's gang, and this guy does want revenge for Madoka. And not only that, Abukawa and this man with his face covered actually do share some similarities in their appearance. That was the only thing I had. By the way, Abukawa-kun was acting strange lately. Apparently, he was meeting a guy from another school who was pretty dangerous. I thought Madoka could change the world. And if this guy with the cloth over his face really is Abukawa, then that brings the question, whose corpse was found in the river? That would be Madoka's corpse. From what Shuichi overheard, the body was pretty burned up, and the reasoning for the body being so burned would be Madoka trying to save his men, and later on, we would see Madoka die from his burns. But what makes this so significant? 5 people died in that forest, and even the survivors fled the mountain after Madoka's death. With a total of 5 deaths that took place inside the forest fire, we would know for a fact that Madoka was one of them. And that would leave us with only 4 left. So could Abukawa be one of the 4 people that died? Let's find out!
I don't feel well.
That's 1.
Me neither.
That's 2.
I'm gonna puke.
That's 3. And with number 4, we don't see anyone die on a panel until Madoka tries to start saving his companions. In the panel where Madoka starts saving his companions, we see 4 people in his hands and himself, which would make for a total of 5 people. So the 5 people in this panel could be the 5 guys that died in the forest fire, and none of them look like Abukawa at all. And the body that was found, which was pretty burned up, would be Madoka's body. So this guy wearing a cloth over his face is actually Abukawa. And to even further prove that Abukawa had involvement with Madoka's gang, and even the entire coin hunt that is going on in Gleipnir as a whole, Abukawa noticed Shuichi using the power that he had obtained from drinking the transformation drug.
The fuck? How are you so strong?
Hey Kaguya, what you doing? And with that being said, we can come to the conclusion that the man with the cloth covering his face is Abukawa. Fighting against you, I realized something. You're not able to kill someone.
After all, the one who did it was that woman. She's the enemy of Madoka.
Claire, don't worry about it. It's already dealt with. He'll continue to protect his friends, even if it means killing another person. Once he made that decision, it was easy to pull the trigger. Shuichi, trying to protect his friend, ultimately caused him to kill his friend.